Hey guys, and welcome to another movie review with me, One Switchfoot. Today I'm going to be starting a James Cameron movie review series where I'm going to be reviewing all 7 of James Cameron's films from the Terminator through to Avatar. I'm going to do this because James Cameron's one of my favourite directors after Tim Burton, and I really love all of his movies, and I've seen all of his films now so I can review them all. So I'm going to be starting off over the next 7 days doing hopefully one review each day leading up to Christmas, so hopefully I'll have them all up before Christmas. So the first one I'm going to be reviewing is James Cameron's 1984 sci-fi action classic, The Terminator. So The Terminator was written and directed by James Cameron. It stars Arnold Schwarzenegger as the Terminator, Linda Hamilton as Sarah Connor, and Michael Biehn as Kyle Reese. So this is very much a classic, original action sci-fi film that really got James Cameron through the door for movie making. And it was the first real big budget thing he'd done. Like, he did a short film and he did a Piranha 2 sequel before this, but yeah, we're not really counting that in this series because it's just kind of what got him through to making his 7 great movies. And yeah, so that was just, this is pretty much the key point where he started with all of his good films. So The Terminator has this really unique story, and I guess that's what makes it such a classic, popular movie. So in the story, pretty much in the future, there's going to be this huge war between man and machines, and the leader of the human race is John Connor, who is Sarah Connor's son, but he hasn't been born yet in this first Terminator film. So a Terminator has been sent from the future back to the past to kill Sarah Connor before she can give birth to John Connor, so he obviously can't lead this army to defeat the Terminators. So the Terminator sent back is played by Arnold Schwarzenegger. He's a robot pretty much in human flesh. And Linda Hamilton plays Sarah Connor, so the mother of this future hero. So after the Terminator was sent back to the past, I think it's 1984 when the film was made, so it's set then. And there was a human sent back as well called Kyle Reese, who was sent back by John Connor to protect her mother, so obviously he can live in the future. So Kyle Reese, played by Michael Biehn, he's pretty much the good guy in this one. He's supposed to stop the Terminator and save Sarah Connor. So that's pretty much where the story starts. So Sarah Connor doesn't know really what's happening at first. She's kind of just being, stalked by this Terminator, and she doesn't know what's going on because there's been 2 other Sarah Connors killed recently in LA. So she's kind of nervous. She's the last one left. So Kyle Reese just gets there just in time pretty much to save her and get away from the Terminator. So from here on, the story is pretty much just Kyle Reese has to keep her safe and get rid of the Terminator. So I'm not going to spoil what happens in the end because it's obviously a very classic, cool movie, and if you haven't seen it, I highly recommend it. It's definitely a classic James Cameron movie. It was made back in 1984, so some of the special effects do look a bit cheap nowadays, but back when it came out it would have been like the most high-tech stuff at the time. So all the acting's great. Arnold Schwarzenegger, I think this is pretty much the best role he could play. He doesn't talk much in it, so you don't get much of that Austrian accent, so yeah, he's pretty good in this movie. Kyle Reese, played by Michael Biehn, he's a really good actor, and James Cameron has used him a few times. Linda Hamilton's great as Sarah Connor. And the thing with Sarah Connor, in the first movie, she's just a normal girl. She works at a diner, she has a normal life, and then in the future movie she's pretty much a war hero, so she knows how to use all the guns and ride motorbikes and everything. So she pretty much is completely different in the first movie to how she is in the second movie. But I'll get to that in the later review. So for James Cameron's first real big movie, it's definitely one of his best films in my opinion. Highly recommend it. And throughout the movie there's a lot of cool, car chases and gunfights, and James Cameron's really good with his action scenes and getting you involved in his movies. He's got a lot of, he has a very similar colour palette through his films, so we've got a lot of dark blues, greys and blacks throughout the film. There's also a great soundtrack in this movie. You'll recognise it anywhere if you've heard the Terminator tune. All the best soundtracks, they're pretty much really simple tunes or beats that you can hear like that and just know what it's from, like the Jaws soundtrack. So if you're a sci-fi fan, an action fan, you're pretty much going to love this movie. It's a classic, so it's not up to today's standards for technological aspects and all that, but it is a good movie. So thanks for watching my first review on the James Cameron series for The Terminator. I'll hopefully be back tomorrow for the next review on his 1986 film Aliens. So thanks for watching, bye.